All right, so we just finished up double cleansing, and then we did the Dr. Platon cold plasma for 10 minutes. And now we're gonna do a combination of the Tiffany peel and the pearl peel. So step one is going to be this right here. We have our little syringe ready.
Okay, so step one of the Tiffany pill is the activator. And this is going to be 1.5 on the little glass syringes that you get with your box. And she's going to take it and put it on a 4x4 and distribute it with that. And you're going to leave it on your client anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes per step. So she's going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to come back and start doing step 2 and step 3, go on to the pearl pill portion and finish with step 4 and 5. Now, because she did the Dr. Platon first, anything that is going to go on after the cold plasma within the first 12 hours is going to have up to 24% product penetration. So each one of these steps that she's doing in the Tiffany peel and the pearl peel is actually going to go down deeper, and it's going to amp up the treatment, which is one reason why we wanted to do this, so you all would know what my skin is going to look like in the process of not only combining the Tiffany and the pearl peel, but doing it after the cold plasma.
All right, so now that we've waited 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to go in with step 2 of the Tiffany peel, and this is going to be 20% AHA and PHA, whereas step 1 was 10%. And then we have our 1.5 milliliter syringe straight on the 4x4.
And also, just to clarify, as JC mentioned before, is that you are not going to be removing any of this. So each layer is going to go on top of each other. Now, the pearl pill is something different, so we'll kind of be talking about when we get to that.
Now we're going to go in with step 3 of the Tiffany peel, which is the neutralizer. And we're basically going to be repeating the same thing as step 1 and 2. So you have your 1.5 again, and then straight on the 4x4.
Now, those of you that may be wondering, I am barely feeling any activity at all on my face. So if I was to say on a scale of 1 to 5, I wouldn't even be hitting a 1 at this juncture.
Don't forget the neck. All right, and so for the next step, we're going to be getting more into the pearl peel. So here's the pearl powder, and we are actually going to mix that in a little bowl with 4 ml of either the AC clearing pearl drops or the illuminating pearl drops. So this one's going to be more for acne prone skin. So we're going to be using the illuminating today. So now that we have mixed together the illuminating pearl drops with the pearl powder, it's going to look about like this, and we're going to apply it directly with our fingertips. And for Brenda's skin type, we're going to do 5 minutes, but going over the same spot about 2 to 3 times. So grab a little bit.
Now, the pearl pill has biospickles in it, and biospickles are from the ocean, and they're little prickly microorganisms, so to speak. And this is a great alternative to microneedling. So if you live in an area that you are not able to do microneedling, this is a great treatment to do. You can also do this, obviously, in the conjunction with the Tiffany pill that we're doing. And you can do this with the Dr. Platon if you're wanting to kind of amp it up. I wouldn't do that on your first treatment, but kind of see how your client feels just with the pearl pill by itself or with the Tiffany pill before you introduce the cold plasma. The other thing is that if you feel like someone has maybe acne scarring or thicker skin, you can rub it a little bit longer. You don't have to get after it though. You're going to kind of, like with me, you're going to be more medium massage. And JC can totally add more of the illuminating drops if she feels like it's harder to kind of move it around. Again, she said she's going to be doing this for about 5 minutes. If you're doing it on, say, acneic skin, this could be 7 minutes. Doing like 3 to 5, how do I want to say it? 3 or 4 time passes is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. If you're doing it on the arm, you're going to be doing it about 3 times, 7 to 8 minutes. And then if it's on the back or the body, you're going to do it 10 to 15 minutes over 3 times. So this has not only the biospickles in it, but it also has the pearl in it, and it also has volcanic ash in it. And so there you go. I'm barely feeling the pricklies. After she gets this rubbed on, then we're going to have a 5-minute drying period. And then you're always going to want to kind of use the aloe to kind of help break that up a little bit. And then we're going to go right in 2 steps, 4 and 5 of the Tiffany peel. Okay?
So this is what the pearl powder and the illuminating drop mask is going to look like after 5 minutes. Next, we're going to go in with the aloe soothing gel to kind of calm the skin down. And then once we apply that, we're going to go and put the cooling pearl mask on top.
Feeling right now, it's not feeling dry at all because she put the aloe gel on to keep it soothed, and then this soothing mask is the bomb. I even barely feeling the spickles on here at all. And I normally don't. The only time that I really do feel spickles in the majority of people is when they're touching their face. So just be aware of that.
So now we have removed the face mask, and we are going to go in with the Radiance Ampule, which is 10% PHA. And we are going to do 1.5 milliliter again. Straight on to the 4x4. How's it feel?
Good.
And for the last step, we are going to be using the Skin Implant Cream, 1.5 ml again. And instead of a 4x4, we're going to be just applying it directly to the skin this time.
Just kind of patting it in.
Patting it in.
Now, since this is the last step, I want to tell you that I'm not going to wash my face tonight. If you're doing this on a client, maybe in the morning and put sunscreen on them, then I recommend just using a little bit of water, no scrubbies, no nothing that is going to work the spickles out prematurely. It's going to, over the next 72 hours, you're not going to be doing any scrubbies, no, hot yoga, no sweating or, any of that. The other thing is that, what was I going to say? They're going to automatically work themselves out. You don't have to do anything to do that, and no rubbing or anything like that. So I pretty much go very conservative and no actives or anything like that. The other thing is no vitamin C for a week after this. And I would also recommend no retinol for about a week after the pearl. Since we're combining the Tiffany and the pearl, same thing applies, okay?